Hey guys, bladearts here. I'm going to be doing some commentary on a 2 vs 2 I played earlier today. Of course, the Germans, they're the favorite faction so far that I'm going to be playing on release. That's going to be my main faction. It's just, Soviets are great, but I don't really know how to best use them. And it seems like it'd be too hard of a learning curve for an aggressive player like me. Oka River Winter. This is one of the winter maps, and blizzards happen every once in a while. These can kind of hinder your troop movements. For the most part, it doesn't affect me because when the blizzards are happening, I usually have my guys set up in their defensive positions anyways.
You need something built or blown up? Ready! Moving to objective. New unit has arrived. Ready for anything. On our way.
Most of my gameplay while I'm playing the Germans is I try to go for mechanized units right away, like say Ostwinds or Panzer IVs. I'm still kind of learning which ones are best for the different situations, but I think in this game I mainly focused on Ostwinds because the enemy wasn't really focusing on armored units at all, and Ostwinds just tear apart enemy infantry.
Pioneers taking objective. Pioneers available.
Yeah, if you're new to my videos and you're wondering what my qualifications are, what kind of player I am, I'd say I'm an average player. With Company of Heroes too, I haven't played all that much. I'm pretty much a novice to the series. I didn't play the first Company of Heroes, and so this is my first little foray into the actual series. And I know how a lot of people that played Company of Heroes 1 were saying that it's definitely different in a sense. So far I'm liking it though. I think it's a fun game. I'm going to be picking it up on release.
We need a fuel cache to keep our machines moving.
Nothing beats rolling up on your enemy with a bunch of tanks. It's so awesome.
You need something built or blown up?
One of the things that's kind of annoying, and I'm not too sure if this game is going to be it's going to be released with ranked leaderboards or something, but a lot of the time the netcode is kind of bad. And if you do end up getting, say, your enemy drops a player, you drop a player, it'll only replace them with a hard CPU. And a hard CPU it's all right for an ally to be a hard CPU. It's just, it's not the best because hard CPUs aren't that difficult to defeat. Now, I haven't played a expert CPU yet, but I imagine a expert CPU would be more along the lines of an actual play as well as a player, compared to the hard CPU, which is just, if you have a hard CPU on your team, I'd consider that a pretty big handicap. So I'm hoping it's less prevalent in release. I don't know if that's just the netcode or how it connects, but that's kind of annoying sometimes. You'll get people lagging. It gives you the option to kick, but say it's your friend or something, you're not going to kick your friend. And usually abstain from the vote. If it's just a random guy and say you're doing 2 vs 2, if you vote to kick while he's lagging, it'll just replace him with the hard CPU. My strategy for this game was just build as many fuel depots as I can afford, and get a defensive position on that right southern victory point. And once I can capture that victory point in the south right area, I can just hold there while my ally focuses on the 2 other victory points. And anyone that tries to take that southern victory point to the far right, and one tries that. Okay, I know what I mean to say is southeastern. That's the word I was looking for. The southeastern victory point, and once I get a defensive position there with the bunker and MG crew, they're not going to take it again from me. I rushed the scout car so I could get the upgrade on it. I'm not too sure what it's called, but it gives it an enclosed turret and I believe it's an anti-tank gun or a flak gun, but it's a really good gun once you get the autocannon on.
Pioneers here. So much snow.
And it's really effective at clearing out Soviet. It's really effective at clearing out Soviet armored vehicles and scout cars, half tracks. It's really effective at taking those out. The Soviet version of that. You guys see, it just shreds those apart. That's why it's so good to get that upgrade early. Start getting my defensive position set up there. Chuck an MG crew in there.
Get going.
I'd have to say though, my favorite maps so far. My favorite maps are the summer, fall maps with no snow. Not a huge fan of the blizzard mechanic. It's cool, and it adds an element to gameplay. It's just I don't like it too much. And speak of the devil, there's the blizzard right there.
Moving out. How can we help?
Time to go. Light armor is trying to kill us. Scott, take us there, driver. Attacking.
I don't really utilize my commander in this one. You know how you could choose your different commanders to get different bonuses. I know one of them has a artillery that I used before in another game. I like that one, but most of the time I just go the second commander. I go the commander that gives your yeah. This is the commander I chose in this game. Is the one that gives you tank emplacements, lets you hull down, lets your engineers build pack gun emplacements too. And I think possibly the command tank I got taken out really. I don't know what that was. I think it might have been a satchel charge. I know Soviets get access to that. So you got to be careful with your scout cars. Keep them on the move. Don't let them sit down for too long, or you'll have that happen. In this game, I just pump all my resources. I buy one half track. That'll be happening in a little bit, and I just focus the rest of my resources on Ostwinds because Ostwinds are awesome. They just tear apart enemy infantry. They're mobile and accurate when they're on the move too. Alternatively, you could always get Panzer IVs, but for the most part, Panzer IVs are good, but they take a little bit longer to deal with enemy infantry. I think the Ostwinds are faster too. It's the reason why I would use them over the Panzer IVs. Panzer IVs would be good for fighting enemy tanks, say if the enemy rushed T-34 or any other of the available tanks that they get. If they rushed any of those kind of tanks, you'd want the Panzer IV to deal with them. That's why it's kind of risky to... What I did was rush Ostwinds, and that's kind of risky because Ostwinds get taken down really easily by anti-tank guns and tank destroyers. Soviets get too brand. You can kind of go toe-to-toe with a Su-76 tank destroyer, but if you run into a Su-85, you're just going to get torn apart. And with the Su-76, it's kind of a slow-firing tank. You just gotta get up to the side, try to flank it for the most part.
Grenadiers, ready.
Get that gun down and get outside.
Yep, loose.
And this is what I was doing with these guys, was sending them for a forward offensive to capture more of the south. Because the Russians actually pushed forward to... I don't think that was too smart of them, though. They pushed forward and took the mid. And then that kind of creates a pincer. Because you got enemies to both sides. And you're just going to get cut off eventually once the right guy takes the 2 command points and starts sending his troops from the south. Another thing on Blizzard maps, what I like doing, is buying a half-track, loading it with troops. You can get, I think each half-track can hold 2 troops. Letting my ally know his guys might be freezing to death, but he already knows. What I like doing with the half-tracks is, while the blizzard's on, I can use the half-tracks to quickly get guys to the front without them freezing to death or going slowly through the blizzard. It's a nice little strategy to use to get quick troops across the battlefield during a blizzard. Snipers are pretty expensive, but they can be annoying too. I can't count how many times I've been sniped by a 2-man team of snipers. And they just love taking my guys down. And they can be annoying to chase down too. They die really easily. So that's good. They don't have that much HP, so if you do get some gunfire in on them, they'll die really quickly. Send my half-track here to provide some cover support. Also my German ally up there. Wrong words. My German ally up there mounts his machine gun. Helps me cut them in a crossfire.
Let's move it.
Get moving! The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So we took down a lot of Soviets there. And the thing I like about this game is if the enemy abandons... Hell, I've even seen a couple of my allies steal abandoned tanks, but say once you take down MG crews or anti-tank gun crews, just take their stuff. You get some equipment from them, and it doesn't cost you anything. So enemy lost an pack gun, the enemy lost an anti-tank gun down there. Grabbed it. My first Ostwind arrives on the battlefield.
Ostwind relocating. Ostwind moving. Gunner.
Let's go, pioneers. Gotten him. Grenadiers, it is time to go.
Auszug.
Squad, advance.
You lose 3 guys from the original crew because you need the gunner, you need the 2 guys to move the gun. But it leaves you with 1 guy left. You could say if the enemy lost an MG crew. I don't think 1 guy would be enough for an MG. Possibly.
Our forces increase. We're moving. Look up.
One of the nice things about this commander that I chose is he gets smoke. All mechanized vehicles get smoke. So if you run into something and you need to get away, just launch your smoke launchers, retreat. How did he survive that flame bomb?
Like the wind.
Jeez. The guy was just sitting in a flame and he survived that. Crazy. And of course, not paying attention to my guys, enemy snipers kill everyone.
One foot after the other, Kinder.
Oh, they don't kill everyone. They kill most of my guys here.
Jawohl.
And one wasn't enough to pick up that machine gun. And I think they make an offensive push here.
Volunteers to
Yeah, they do.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Engage with the main army forces! They're shooting at my crew!
Our brave infantry is dying. This can be held down. Increasing defensive posture. Ready for get moving.
Two Ostwinds on the field. And I think by the end of the battle I managed to get 3 Ostwinds. And they do most of the work for my army. Good support units too.
Jawohl, Ostwind on the way.
Send them with your ally. Send an Ostwind with your ally if he has anti-tank guns, say he has a Stug or infantry. And if you send an Ostwind with him, they'll just grade support units for allied offensives.
Moving out. Moving out. Yeah. Flak Panzer has arrived.
You found something? We have construction work to do.
Ostwind moving.
Come on, run! Come on, run! We must move or die!
Flak Panzer crew, we're moving. It will be destroyed. We have new units. Visit imminent.
Pioneers will see it is done.
We will get there.
I don't know if it's just what the Soviet guy was using on me though, but it seems these Ostwinds are very prone to engine damage.
Destination confirmed.
And they might have just chucked a grenade or say a satchel charge, but both of my Ostwinds end up getting some pretty serious engine damage and they go really slow. If you manage to get Blitzkrieg though, if you let them rank up once and they get Blitzkrieg, they kind of go a little bit faster.
Track ready.
They go at an acceptable pace, but you can only use that every once in a while.
Ostwind standing by. Yeah? Driver, get us there. Not let up. The enemy still.
But yeah, if the enemy doesn't bring any armor onto the field to counter your Ostwinds, they just get owned every single time. When you see an enemy German player start massing Ostwinds, you want to get. I'd say you would want to get a medium tank out, but I know some people would just get a Su-85 or a Su-76. Su-76 works, but if you wanted the best bang for your buck to take down a somebody's vacuuming in the background. If you want the best bang for your buck to take down a Ostwind, I'd just go for a Su-85. If you're going TDs, that is, and you want to be able to take down Panzer IVs easily, you go for a Su-85.
Moving out.
I don't play a lot of Soviets, so I don't know if there's a.
You need something?
You guys can let me know if there's a better option in dealing with Ostwinds. Say if there's an infantry option.
They should build snowshoes.
East to Taro, we're moving. Our truck awaiting orders. Ostwind moving.
And this is right about when we're gonna make a. And when I saw this, I have no idea what the hell this is. It's like parachuting flaming lantern. I don't know if it's something that gives them vision over the area. It's an ability I haven't seen before, and it's just weirded me out. I was like, what is this? I could have swore that I was about to be hit by an artillery strike, and I was kind of scared, to be honest. You can see me kind of positioning my Ostwinds out of the way. It just turned out to be nothing. I think it might be a vision ability for the Soviets. Not 100% on that.
Let's look up. Cross country in the snow. Glad we have tracks. Blizzard is passing.
I'm about to make the final push here. I'm going to shut my microphone off because there's some background noise. Somebody's vacuuming their room, and I just don't want to annoy you guys with that vacuum noise. And you can see the final push here. He has all his tanks ready for the final push. I have all my tanks for the final push, and we make the final push together. Kind of encircle these guys.
We're moving. Let's look up. Position's clear. The blizzard is gone. Still moving. Gunner, also ammo. Flak Panzer crew, we're moving. Let's look up. Yeah, moving. Taking Panzer fire. Waiting orders. We must move. Like the wind. We have it.
And I just ran into a whole bunch of shit here. A whole bunch of dangerous shit. 2 Su-76. Of course they're gonna tear my poor Ostwind apart. I managed to set this abandoned Su-76 alight. When it explodes, it takes the infantry with it, I believe. Yeah. Unless that was my allies' Panzer IV up there. He really saves my ass. Allows this Ostwind to stay alive. He was just surrounded. That's Su-76 would have took down my final Ostwind if he didn't make that push. He brings his own Ostwind. Reinforced mine.
Enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings. Rolling. Half-track awaiting orders.
I gotta give kudos to this guy. He was really good. He pretty much held that entire area by himself. He was... I didn't even send any troops to the western part of the map, and he held those 2 victory points by himself pretty much. Of course, I kind of did tie up a Soviet that was fighting me on the eastern part, but for the most part, he held 2 entire victory quadrants by himself. That's fairly impressive. He even managed to steal a Su-76. And here we just go into their base and clean everything up. Not much that's going to be able to stop us. Start bringing out my Panzer IVs at the end. Because why not? I got the money for them. Might as well bring them.
Panzer IV is ready for battle. We will be retro. Moving Panzer IV to new Verstand. Panzer IV targeting medium Panzer. Panzer IV on the attack. The enemy has only 50 points remaining. Awaiting orders. Jawohl, Ostwind on the way. Get us out of here. Panzer IV here. Targeting
Killing us!
Panzer IV. Panzer IV, Nibelungenwerkes Feinde ist aufgewacht. Feuer! Ostwind is under attack. Panzer IV, ready. Panzer IV will attack. Panzer out of here. Full power. Our infantry squad has been killed. That's the target. Victory is in our grasp. The enemy has 25 points remaining. Out of here. We must move.
Great way to take out enemy tank destroyers. Just side scrape them, get right up close to them. There's not much they can do. I don't even think they would be able to turn fire on you.
Attacking. Orders. Don't corner the engine.
I gotta find out how to talk in all chat, by the way. Would have also GG'd that guy. Let him know. It's a great game, fun game. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you later.
We gift the fatherland with a victory.